Ladies, gentlemen, Octanes and Roadhogs, welcome to another triple header night here in QRLS. We've got three crazy matchups here for everybody this evening. Another Wednesday night delight, as I like to call it. Joining me in the booth today, none other than my good friend and colleague, Bearded4L. Bearded, kicking things off, we've got the Hammerheads and the three Rocketeers.
Yeah, what an incredible matchup to start the night, Little Bucket. We've got the two captains who were part of last year's championship team facing off for the first time this year.
Yeah, and big implications not only on a personal level for Billy Bob and Slurpee Snail, but also big implications in the calculated division. No team in the QRLS so far is really out of playoff contention, and both of these teams being in the calculated division, looking to claw their way up in the standings. Big implications in terms of interdivision rivalry here.
Yeah, these matchups are always key when you've got these teams getting closer and closer to the playoffs. And really, what we need to see tonight is which one of the old members of your team there, the Hammerheads, originally, are going to take their team to the top here.
Yeah, no doubt. Billy Bob, obviously one of the front runners in this league in terms of possible MVP candidate. Slurpee Snail having made some crazy moves to start and to kind of continue this season in the middle of the season, picking up Zovri and RL Zombie. Both of these teams at the bottom of the league standings. However, as I mentioned, playoffs are not necessarily right around the corner, and both of these squads have a lot of potential to have some boom factor and possibly squeeze into a winning record and into the playoffs.
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of talent on the field to start this game off tonight. And so it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams face off. With the team of the Hammerheads there, with Billy Bob and Eagle, you have two very high-end top players. And it's going to be interesting to see how those two will play together here tonight. Whereas with the Rocketeers, they're one of the most balanced teams in the league with that new roster shakeup. So it'll be interesting to see how these two teams balance each other out tonight.
Yeah, and with that, Bearded, we saw a lot of almost surprises this season, and by that I mean teams like the Hammerheads, teams like the Headhunters, and honestly the Hammerheads as well, being in a losing record at this point, to me is a big surprise. And then you've got teams like Clarity United, who obviously are atop the Savage division at the moment, but also came into this season on a 24-game losing streak, and now they're one of the top teams in the league. So, it's absolutely insane how not only the MMR cap that we implemented for this season, but how the shakeup of the rosters really changed the game.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The goal of the offseason was to create parity, and I think there's no more evidence to that than what you spoke about with Clarity United. They made a huge change. They got rid of me, which was obviously good for their winning record. No, they've really turned it around, and I don't think very many people expected them to at the beginning of the season. But when you look at that MMR cap, the Jet did a great job of getting them right to that max number. So they really maximized the talent to the utmost degree.
Yeah, the only team in the league right now that is exactly at the MMR cap, 3,500 MMR total of all three players hitting the field, is Clarity United. However, they will be coming onto the field later. We've got the three Rocketeers. The Hammerheads are going to kick things off here in this triple header. We've got three matches tonight to finish off Week 6 here in the QRLS. And one thing to note, Bearded, is the trade deadline is slam the door, closed. There is no more trades for the rest of the season. And there were no trades in the regular season.
Yeah, from here on out, the only way any teams are going to be able to make any changes are going to be through free agency. And it'll be interesting to see if anyone gets picked up to make a push here at the end of the season, or if these are the rosters we have for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and as most of you guys know, there is a expansion in the works. There is going to be at least two teams added to the QRLS and going into season 5. And with that being said, Bearded, we've got a lot of rookies this season. We also have a lot of declarees for next season for the season 5 draft, approximately 7. So, with the expansion, do you think adding the two more teams, obviously the MMR cap might have to be tweaked based on progression and based on the two teams and how the league kind of averages out. How do you think that's going to really impact teams this season that might be, not necessarily in win now mode?
Well, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how the strategy progresses down the line for some of these teams that might start realizing the playoffs aren't in their future and how that might shake out for them and what they want to do. And I mean, looking through the free agency pool, there is a lot of talent available out there too. So one of these teams may try to make a move just to make that final push or to try to audition somebody for next year. There are quite a few, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 players that are above 1,000 MMR in the free agency at the moment. So it's quite a lot of talent still out there to be had. So we'll see how the rest of the year shakes out with these rosters.
T minus 5 minutes until kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. The lobby's up. We are just waiting for players to start coming in through the tunnel. It is at Champions Field, as always. A beautiful day. The grass could not be greener. And with that being said, Bearded, who do you think is the favorite here in this matchup? Two very similar records, two top stars in Slurpy Snail and Billy Bob kind of going at it. Who has the advantage here?
That both these teams are relatively newly built, so that takes away my go-to, which is usually the team chemistry as the tiebreaker. So for both of these teams, they've basically been together the same amount of time here. So for me, I think I'm going to lean towards the three Rocketeers, but it's just ever so slightly leaning that way. If I had to make a pick, though, I'd go with the Rocketeers.
Yeah, and for those of you that tuned into the review show just before this for week 5, the three Rocketeers were almost labeled as the dark horse team of the league that could really, come out of nowhere and surprise some people. I want to hear everybody's predictions in the chat. I want to hear what everybody thinks about tonight's matchup. Who is going to take it? The Hammerheads, the defending champions, or the three Rocketeers who, quite frankly, historically, these two franchises have some insane history against one another, Bearded. And you would know from, personal experience, having been in the league since Season 1, the three Rocketeers, formerly known as the Majestic Melons, formerly known as the Sneaky Snakes, they have had some crazy matchups against the Hammerheads, especially in playoff contention.
Oh, absolutely. These are two of the original teams, if I'm not mistaken, if you trace the lineage back far enough from Season 1 here in the QRLS. But these two have gone at it quite a few times, both in the regular season and, as you mentioned, in the playoffs. And, they're one of the founding rivalries, if you will.
Yeah, no question. And, the all-time matchup between these two teams, as you mentioned, they are two original teams here, two of the original 6, if you will. The Hammerheads have the advantage, 11 wins to 7 against the three Rocketeers. So pretty even across the board, but three Rocketeers have kind of fallen into this weird limbo ever since Season 3, and Slurpy Snail here looking to turn things back around. With that being said, Bearded, almost 2 minutes to go. We have two other matchups here. We already talked about Clarity. They're going to be taking on the Bleacher Boys tonight. And, that is one I'm super excited for, specifically because in the event the Bleacher Boys sweep, they will tie Clarity for the best record in the calculated division, guaranteed. That cannot change. So with that being said, that is huge implications in and of itself. And then we have, at the very, very end of the night, the Gold Diggers taking on the Speed Demons in the third match, which, honestly, the Speed Demons have really shown out the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, so we've got quite an action-packed night ahead of us with that second matchup. Just the standings implications that has is must-see TV. Not to mention that Clarity has been one of the best teams so far this season, and the Bleacher Boys were probably my pick for the best team coming into the season. So I think that there's a little bit of a storyline there as well. And then with that third game tonight, I mean, the storyline writes itself with Baby Dumbs taking on the Speed Demons, which used to be his team. So we'll see how that works out.
Awesome point indeed. Baby Dumbs was the original captain of the Speed Demons, the expansion team last season, and the Gold Diggers, Red Terror, was his partner in the tournament that crowned them the captains to take charge of the expansion teams. So great pointing out there. Now him and Terror are back on the same team yet again. So great storylines going into that one. It is just about 7:30. We are just waiting for one more team to hit the lobby here. And Bearded, I have so much bias in this match. One, because the Hammerheads used to be my franchise, as most people know. And two, because Slurpy Snail and Billy Bob were both my teammates in my championship run as captain of the Hammerheads. So being able to see these two guys face off is very similar to Hogan and Andre, if you will.
Yeah, we got a little bit of the Macho Man versus Hulkamania out there. But it's just watching two of your best go at it, and that's really what we've got here tonight. Is two of the top players in the league are opposing captains here. So, and it looks like they're all ready to go. So let's get going here, Bucket.
No question about it. Ladies and gentlemen, players have hit the field, and we are getting underway right on cue here at 7:30. There is 3 games here tonight. Throw in your predictions at the last second here to see who you guys think are going to win. Bearded took the advantage to the 3 Rocketeers, and we are off. Zovri, nice job on the kickoff there to field it. Off the wall, nobody home. Eagle now trying to get a quick push. Good save by Slurpy Snail, and immediately you can see the pace of this match, Bearded.
Yeah, this one's going to be action-packed from the beginning.
Slurpy Snail with a banger into the offensive zone. We see him now trying to field, but Eagle does a good job in his net to clear. No boost, no problem as Eagle trying to run it up the field. Billy Bob, last season's MVP, can't quite get it past Slurpy Snail, his former teammate. And now Snail off the back post, can make it the shot. Sovri is not quite there.
Oh, it looked like Zovri was going to put that one away, but Slurpy Snail with a push right back and a shot on goal here, but his old teammate Billy Bob for the save.
Those two are going to go at it all night, and I cannot wait here, Bearded. They are going to be flying high in the rafters.
Oh, you got to imagine there's a little bit of a battle for bragging rights between those two going on right now.
Eagle now off the sidewall, can't quite get the center he wants. Billy Bob follows, pushing into the offensive zone. Nice rotation back as RL Zombie now puts it into the mid. And now it is kind of a back and forth little patient game here by both of these teams as Hammerhead's kind of laying back and waiting to strike, it seems.
Yeah, we've seen both of these teams change up the pace from how action-packed we were at the beginning, although we've got a push here by Zovri.
Zovri couldn't quite get the shot on the good defense there by the Hammerheads. Eagle now pushes into the offensive zone. Eagle might be there for a shot. Good fielding there by Slurpy Snail to hit it off the back wall and get the clear. RL Zombie into the offensive zone. Nobody home as the defensive rotation still stands here for the Hammerheads, who turn it into offense off the sidewall now. Slurpy Snail, awkward touch. Night Leaper looking for the shot. Nobody home. Great challenge there by the 3 Rocketeers.
Billy Bob with the shot after a great pass by Eagle. Billy Bob's been very active so far tonight, but Slurpy Snail has seemed to know exactly where his old teammate was going to be.
Beautiful demo by Night Leaper on Zovri as we see the numbers game now dwindle for the 3 Rocketeers as they have to kind of recollect there on defense. But now RL Zombie pass to Zovri. What a play!
What an infield pass there by Zombie, and Zovri did not disappoint. He buried that one.
Great execution there by the 3 Rocketeers. Picture perfect with 2:38 remaining to finally break this 0-0 tie. 2:38 remaining, and it is a 1-goal lead courtesy of the 3 Rocketeers. Plenty of time here, but the Slurpy Snail-led 3 Rocketeers pushing the offense yet again. Slurpy Snail puts it in the back of the net.
This is more the pace that I think we were all expecting here at the beginning of this game. Took us almost half the game for the first goal, but the next one follows up just less than 10 seconds later.
And I want to point out another beautiful pass by Zombie. Give him the second assist here tonight. One away from the playmaker, which is actually pretty rare in this league, Bearded. As you know, you were a former playmaker E.
Yeah, it's not an easy task to make that all go in one game. The defense and rotations are so strong with everyone in this league.
No question about it, and we are just about to hit the 2-minute mark as Slurpy Snail pushes this thing into the offensive end. The Hammerheads still scoreless here in this first game of the 3-game matchup. And what a redirect here. What a beautiful job by Zombie to react just in time. Billy Bob can't quite put it on net, puts it near post instead. And with those of you that don't know, the QRLS plays 3 total games for each match, regardless of record. So even if it is a 2-0 lead in the series, they will still be playing the 3rd game. So 2 more games here between these 2 teams to be had. But with a minute 30, Bearded, it almost looks like the time's running a little thin here for the Hammerheads.
Yeah, it looks like they just can't quite seem to get anything going. You know, they've had a couple good pushes early in the game, and recently they just can't seem to get any sustained offense, so we've got to see them turn that around quickly here.
Billy Bob, last season's MVP, tries to flick it by. What a save by Zombie! And Eagles there to follow. Nobody home as Billy Bob and Night Leaper now rotate back, and that was almost a very dangerous opportunity there for the Hammerheads to try and get back in this game, but instead, Bearded, 60 seconds and the clock's ticking.
Absolutely. With the 2 great passes earlier and that save there, Zombie might be making his case for MVP early after game 1 here.
Slurpy Snail up the wall, 44 seconds remain, puts it off the back wall. Great fielding by Eagle there. Billy Bob up to follow. Great clear. They need some offense fast as they are trying to recollect here. Eagle now in the corner. Great pass opportunity, but nobody home. Night Leaper now pushes it into the offensive zone. What a shot by Billy Bob. Threads the needle, and now we have a game.
It sure didn't look like there was enough room on that one, but he squeezed that thing in there. What a redirect by Billy Bob.
You could not have fit anything else in that gap between him and Zovri. And now, with 25 seconds, it's not impossible for the Hammerheads to tie this one up. Billy Bob does it!
Not impossible, I guess it's probable. What a play by Billy Bob.
What an insane cheat there by Billy Bob, as we are possibly going to see overtime here, Bearded.
Yeah, there was nothing anyone could have done with the speed on that one. And all of a sudden, we've got a brand new game.
This is as exciting as you can get in Rocket League and in the QRLS, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2 game, 10 seconds remaining in regulation. Just enough time for a possible 0-second goal here, Bearded.
Just one last push here.
And the ball way at the mid. Slurpy keeps it up off the back post. Zovri can't quite get there. We're going to overtime.
What a play by Billy Bob to deflect that there. And I'd just like to note that that second goal by Billy Bob to tie it up happened at 22 seconds left in honor of the Tuesday yesterday.
Absolutely great call there. This is why Bearded gets paid the big bucks here in the booth, ladies and gentlemen. We are in overtime. Sudden death is the rule. The next team to score is going to win this first game. Obviously an insane comeback here by the Hammerheads, but Slurpy Snail can't quite get it off the back post. Zombie trying to keep this offense going, but Billy Bob has something to say about it. Back pass to Eagle. Night Leaper's there. Possible shot. Nobody home. As we see Slurpy Snail now off the back post. Textbook save. Give Billy Bob the savior here in Game 1.
Billy Bob has just been giving it all here at Game 1, and now he's trying to see what we can do here to end this overtime.
RL Zombie, nice pass opportunity. Nobody home to give him the playmaker here as he's still trying to get this offense going. The relentlessness of this 3 Rocketeers team is very notable. But a 50 by Eagle, but no boost to follow. Zovri up in the air where he wants to be, and he gets there!
What a beautiful touch there, and a shot just unsavable on that one.
And a absolutely gorgeous shot as he runs out of boost. No problem we see the three Rocketeers take game one in a nail-biter, Bearded.
Yeah, what looked like it was going to be a runaway with 30 seconds to go became quite the close game here into an overtime, but the three Rocketeers were able to get the momentum back, and we'll see if they can carry that through here to game two.
Now, Bearded, we saw a ton of shots across the board from the three Rocketeers, but it looks like the offense of the Hammerheads essentially was carried by Billy Bob there in the latter stages. And by the latter stages, I mean the last minute and a half of game one here. Do you think that was the main reason why the Hammerheads kind of fell behind, is they need to almost spread the wealth a little more?
Yeah, well, it's tough when you have a player as talented as Billy Bob. You kind of do want him to be the leader as far as taking the most shots, and because generally he's going to have the most goals when he's on his game. But Eagle is no slouch, so they've got to work together to find their rotations here. They're still relatively new playing together, but I have no doubt those guys will figure something out.
And without a doubt, ladies and gentlemen, we are going in to game number 2 here in this 3-game series of QRLS action. Do not forget, this is a triple header here in the QRLS tonight on Wednesday night. And with that being said, we got 2 more matches coming. So much content here for you guys here on this beautiful, beautiful day here at Champions Field, as you can see on your screen. The three Rocketeers took game 1 in overtime off of a very good but not quite enough comeback by the Hammerheads. And now we are just waiting for players to hit the field here in game number 2. So far, your prediction stands true here, Bearded, but the Hammerheads do have a chance to even the series up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is going to be a close series all the way through. And like you said, you saw that push from Billy Bob to end the game there in game 1, so we'll see what happens here in game 2. If he starts the game the way he ended the first one, they might be able to get an early lead here.
And ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, if you are enjoying what you're seeing here, go make your way to the Discord page and make your way to the YouTube channel and make sure that you go like, subscribe, do everything you have to do. We post all the matches just in case you can't make the stream. And ladies and gentlemen, game 2 is underway. Slurpy Snail at the mid. Nice opportunity by RL Zombie off the back post. Nobody home. Zovery's there to collect. Misses near post. Slurpy Snail follows. And the barrage is back on for the three Rocketeers.
Absolutely. They started very aggressively there. All 3 of them in the front half of the field on that play, and it paid off with Slurpy Snail there to play janitor and clean that one up.
1-goal lead early this time, not reminiscent of what we saw in game 1. 4:47 remaining, and the three Rocketeers have come out of the gate like a cannon. And now the Hammerheads are playing from behind here early on in game number 2. RL Zombie kicks it to mid, but Billy Bob intercepts. Slurpy Snail now kicks it into the corner to get it out of goal's path. Billy Bob, nice center opportunity. Nobody home to shoot as Eagles rotating back with no boost. Zovery now at the mid trying to push the offense. Eagle there to collect. Eagle at the mid. Slurpy challenges, gets there. Slurpy now at the mid, looking for a possible pass. RL Zombie's there, but can't quite get the touch. Slurpy Snail follows again. Where did this guy come from, Bearded?
I have no idea, but I wish I could find out a way to follow a play like that.
Zovery now can't quite get the shot on net, misses wide, as Slurpy Snail now looking to follow. Great center opportunity, but it misses a little high. Zovery now, they're just playing ping pong there in the corners there, Bearded, as they're trying to get this pass on net.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of aggressive play here, back and forth.
Slurpy Snail now looking for the patient shot. Eagle does a great job to wait and use that post as his teammate and get the save there. Billy Bob now off the center wall, pass to Eagle. What a shot opportunity, but misses wide. Billy Bob, another center opportunity. Night Leaper can't quite get there in time, and there is a ton of pressure now, courtesy of the Hammerheads.
Yeah, they've completely flipped it here, which is exactly what they needed to do here after losing game 1. Night Leaper's got a chance here. Doesn't quite get it on net.
Night Leaper misses near side on the post. The hardest net to hit is an open one, Bearded. We all know that one in Rocket League. 3 minutes remaining, 1-goal game. The Three Rocketeers lead. However, we saw the Hammerheads use a lot less time to get a lot more goals than they're down right now. So are you worried about it right now if you were the Hammerheads?
I would think not after what you saw to end game one. They know they can turn it on at any point, even with the pressure they just put on here a couple minutes ago. As Billy Bob gets a great shot opportunity, I know he wants that one back.
Yeah, just barely got thwarted by the best defender in the league, the top post, as now they are on defense again. But what a clear by Eagle! The net's wide open, and we have a tie game!
Wow, Eagle just sent that one right to the moon.
What a banger, a long shot indeed, all the way from his own net. And now it is a tie game. Another score here with about 2:25 remaining. This is anybody's match here so far, Bearded.
Yeah, this is I think what we were all expecting here tonight. Maybe not the volume of goals, but the closeness of all these games is I think what we were all looking forward to here.
Slurpy Snail kicks it into the center. Eagle with a great job. Beautiful demo by Billy Bob to get rid of Zovri and thwart this offense of the Three Rocketeers. But Slurpy Snail's not slowing down. Slurpy Snail looking for the corner. Nobody home. RL Zombie with a beautiful pinch. That's on center. And Zovri almost gets the shot on net. And Slurpy Snail misses wide.
Wow, Slurpy Snail just about put a shot on that would have been tough to get to, but I believe that was Billy Bob that cleared that out.
Eagle can't quite get the clear that he wants. Zovri in the corner trying to push the offense. Eagle now off the sidewall. Pass opportunity. Nobody home as Night Leaper with a banger of a clear into the offensive zone. Eagle looking for the redirect. Off the center. Nobody home. Billy Bob patiently waiting. Rotated back. Knew he didn't have the shot. So patiently got back. And what a shot off the top post by RL Zombie.
What a little floater. And it goes bar down.
Bar down indeed. You hate to see it, but you love to see it. If you are the Three Rocketeers, give them the lead back, ladies and gentlemen, as it is a 1-goal game again. 1:24 remaining. Billy Bob gets the nice face-off into the offensive zone. Eagle is right there to try and follow. Can't get the center on. Night Leaper, great pass opportunity. Nobody home. Great job by Slurpy Snail defensively.
And Zobri's trying to set something up for him here. Looked like Zombie had a chance, but great defense by Billy Bob.
Eagle with a banger off the sidewall. Passes it almost right to Night Leaper as he is in the corner now trying to corral it. Billy Bob patiently in net. Great job to clear it. Slurpy Snail's there, however, that one's on net. What a save by Eagle.
I don't know where he came from, but he was just able to get to that one in time.
Billy Bob trying to get the offense going for his Hammerheads, trying to tie this game and possibly force another overtime here. Beautiful save by the captain, Billy Bob, as he's passing to Eagle. Eagle can't quite put it on net as he kicks it off the sidewall. Billy Bob now, this one's a dangerous spot. What a save by Zovri. Billy Bob pass to mid. Eagle's there. What a challenge by Zombie.
A lot of pressure right now from the Hammerheads, and it's starting to look like something's got to go home here if they're going to get this game tied up.
Billy Bob misses just barely off of the save of Zombie. Just under 10 seconds remaining. Do they have a shot here? Eagle off the back wall. Zovri with the tap, and that one hits zero. No, it's still up. Can they get the score? No.
That was an incredible catch and control by Billy Bob to try to give him one last chance. But the Rocketeers win the game and take the series here.
And we have a series win guaranteed here for the Three Rocketeers. Hammerheads now looking to avoid getting swept here in game number 3, Bearded. But the pressure still looked a lot better this game, but we still need to see a little bit more production across the board from the Hammerheads.
Yeah, they seem to be able to bring the pressure in bigger waves that time, but they weren't obviously still able to capitalize quite enough. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's interesting to see how Eagle and Billy Bob are still trying to find exactly where the other one's going to be. They had some great passing plays in that game, and it just didn't quite work out. But I still look to see those guys come back and start scoring some goals. And if they get the first goal in game 3, I think they win the game.
Very interesting call here, but Bearded, kudos to you. You have won your prediction in the Three Rocketeers winning this series. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Game 3 is underway. Hammerheads looking to avoid getting swept. This would be the 13th sweep in history for the Three Rocketeers, trailing only the Hammerheads franchise for the most sweeps by any franchise. So almost a bit of pride on the line here if you're Slurpy Snail in the Hammerhead in the Three Rocketeers.
Yeah, certainly a little bit of bragging rights to go along with
And
the
a banger by
night.
Billy Bob! Bearded, has your prediction game become guarantees at this point?
Well, I sure wouldn't bank on it, but we'll see what's going on. If it is, I might have to run and check my FanDuel account.
With that being said, the Hammerheads strike, and they strike early. 4 seconds in, Billy Bob puts one in the back of the net from his own half, and now it is a 1-goal game. Three Rocketeers trail.
Yeah, Billy Bob is trying to corral this one here and get it out of the zone. They want to get another goal here to capitalize on this momentum.
And with that being said, this will actually allow the Three Rocketeers to pass the Hammerheads in the calculated division standings, bringing them to 7 wins, so long as the Hammerheads win this game. However, the tiebreaker, I believe, would still go to the Three Rocketeers, which is very interesting stuff because, again, as we keep mentioning, Bearded, playoff implications, and now what a shot here by Zovri.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not trying to let the Hammerheads get too much momentum on their side, so he evens this thing up with a great angle shot.
And it is a tie game once again here, ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of the shot by Zovri. And I also want to point out, Bearded, I don't want to get a little too ahead of myself, but if the Three Rocketeers sweep, that will put them at 8 wins. And if the Gold Diggers were to get swept later tonight, the Three Rocketeers could be second in the division after tonight.
Well, we talked about how the changes that they made were going to have to be active quick, and it's certainly looking like they may be taking a real positive turn here.
And a one patience by Zovri, but Billy Bob is right there to stop the shot opportunity. And now we see Zombie now kissing this off the back wall. Another double tap. Slurpy Snail can't quite get the shot on. Hits it a little high.
Yeah, that was a very interesting pass. He got it centered right up for him, but it was coming off that wall a little harder than I think he expected.
Eagle now, great job to put this thing into the corner, preventing the center. Zovri in the corner, trying to get the center off now for the Three Rocketeers. Nobody home. Billy Bob trying to push the clear, but to no avail. Slurpy Snail puts one past the D, but can't put it in the net.
Oh, there's nothing I've seen more in my Rocket League life than a ball that just trickles across the goal line and doesn't go in.
That is a heartbreaker indeed. That would have given the Three Rocketeers the lead here as they are looking for their 13th sweep in franchise history. As Zovri now, banger towards the net. Eagle with a dangerous touch, and what a shot there. Was that an own goal, Bearded?
I didn't quite catch it. It looked like Zovrik dunked him, but I'll have to see the replay here.
And it was Billy Bob indeed. It looked like he was trying to get this thing off the back wall, but Eagle was still there falling down, and that's one you hate to see.
Yeah, that's not what you were looking for at this stage of the night.
And Slurpy Snail with the exclamation point with the big dot at the bottom, pounding this one in off of a dangerous cheat there by Billy Bob. One that we saw him force overtime with last time, but one that did not work to this time.
Yeah, it's a high-risk, high-reward play, and this time the risk outweighed the reward.
Eagle now off the face-off. Great touch there by Nightleaper. Pass to mid to Billy Bob, who puts it on the net. What a save by Slurpy Snail. And there's that connection you mentioned, Bearded, of Eagle and Billy Bob.
Yeah, they're setting up these passing plays beautifully, but so far the defense of the Rocketeers has just been too good.
Eagle now trying to get some offense going. There's still plenty of time here, Bearded, for the Hammerheads to mount another 2-goal comeback like we saw in Game 1. However, they're going to have to kick this thing into overdrive pretty quickly as they are approaching that 2-minute mark.
Yeah, they've got one of the league leaders in goals scored, so with Billy Bob you can always get a couple real quick, as we saw already a couple times here tonight.
What a save there by Billy Bob off of his colleague, Slurpee Snail. What an opportunity, but that one's off the far post.
That looked like it was going in at first touch, and Billy Bob's got another shot. Bar down and back up. Just couldn't get the bounce, but Eagle's there to follow it and put that thing home.
Look at the angle Eagle took there, way up high. We saw the unfortunate miss by Billy Bob, but Eagle shoots that thing down, and, you know, like a landing plane almost, that thing just goes in the net.
Yeah, that was an incredible shot by Eagle.
Minute 45 remaining. 1 goal deficit. The 3 Rocketeers lead the Hammerheads. Can we see Billy Bob and his Hammerheads force another overtime? That one's on net. Bar down. No. Eagle now off the top post. Can't quite get there. Billy Bob off the top post. It doesn't go in. Night Leaper. No. Billy Bob follows.
And just like we were talking about, Billy Bob just turns it on with the pressure. Team pressure altogether, but Billy Bob there to put that final touch in and tie this game up.
And these two teams, honestly, it's a 2-game lead by the 3 Rocketeers, Bearded, but it could easily have been a 2-game lead the other way based on how these two teams have been performing here tonight.
Oh, all these games have been back and forth right to the final buzzer, and yeah, like you said, any one of these teams could have easily won all 3 of these games here, and we still don't know who's going to take this one.
1 minute, 8 seconds remaining here. We have a 3 Rocketeer offensive push, but Billy Bob is there on the sideline. You do not want to see this if you're the defense, and what a save by Zombie!
Yeah, that's a high-pressure situation, and oh my goodness, it goes back in on the other side.
Zovry with the clear, the 50, and the hat trick all in one bundle. This gives the Rocketeers a goal lead with 55 seconds remaining, and you got to think, like Ash Ketchum, Billy Bob is starting to turn his hat backwards here and say it's go time.
Yeah, I mean, I hope for the cars out there that they're not affected by a Pikachu, but
Without a doubt, and now we see Billy Bob get the boomer of a clear here. Slurpee Snail preventing that offensive pressure. The Hammerheads have done so well all night long. They just could not finish as much as the 3 Rocketeers have so far. But Night Leaper, what a pass there off the sidewall. Billy Bob's there. What a save by Slurpee Snail.
those two have just been going at it all night, which is what we expected coming into it, and there's definitely some bragging rights that those two are fighting for.
Last season's championship squad on the Hammerheads. What a save by Eagle. They need to get the ball down the field. Billy Bob has it. It's possible opportunity for Billy Bob. And it goes in. We're going to overtime.
What an ending to Game 3. What a great start to the night. I know when we have a triple header, we are all a little nervous about it, but we can't be let down after this start to the night.
No doubt about it. That was insane. Night Leaper with the exclamation point, the rookie to force overtime, the second overtime we've seen tonight, and the Hammerheads still have a chance here to avoid getting swept. The 3 Rocketeers pushing the offense in. That one's on net almost off the top post, as we see now. RL Zombie off the sidewall. Can we see Billy Bob recorral it? Going up the sidewall. Can he go for the flip here, Bearded?
He just lost it a little bit there, and he almost had a great pass, but Slurpee with the save and then a catch, almost a shot there.
Billy Bob does a great job to pinch that thing into the corner. Zovry has had a great night so far. He has a hat trick in this game. Trying to get this thing going is Zovry now in the corner. Night Leaper with a great job to keep it in the corner. And now it is just back and forth pressure here by both of these squads. Miscalculation there. Zombie gets it by the defense. The net's wide open. What a recovery by Billy Bob.
Yeah, Zombie just couldn't quite get around the other side of that ball to center it up or take a shot.
Billy Bob now off the back wall trying to get the pass going. This one might roll down. Eagles up. Trying to reset the offense here. Trying to get the center. Woo, dangerous bump there. Night Leaper gets the touch. Can he get the pass off? No. Billy Bob recorralling at the mid. Pushing this thing into the offensive end for the Hammerheads. What a 50 there by RL Zombie.
Yeah, Billy Bob was very patient looking to get off a shot there, and Zombie stayed with it the whole way.
We see 1 minute and 37 seconds keep on ticking up here as overtime continues. Billy Bob now past the Eagle, sidewall, nobody home. Billy Bob rotating back, re-corralling here. Night Leaper, great job there to keep this thing off of the three Rocketeers. What a awkward touch there off the top post as Slurpee Snail looking for a possible shot. Nobody home. Billy Bob's all by himself on the sidewall. Pass to Night Leaper. Banger into the corner. Night Leaper, can he get the center that they so desperately need? No, great job by Zovri. And honestly, I am literally standing up. Beautiful demo by Slurpee Snail.
Yeah, these guys are putting on quite an intense game here. Both the captains with 5 saves apiece. Tons of shots. Just an incredible ending to the first series of the night.
This is as good as it gets here in the QRLS, ladies and gentlemen. Find the YouTube. Find the Discord. Find everything you can to do with this league because you do not want to miss a second of it. Floater! What a save by Slurpee Snail. His second savior this game.
Yeah, Slurpee does not want to lose this game. He wants to get that sweep, and you can see it in his headlights, I guess.
No question about it. Dangerous bounce there. Billy Bob patiently waiting. Night Leaper now. Great back pass. Dangerous opportunity, though. Billy Bob does a great job. Patient clear. Zovri off the back wall. Passes up. Nobody home to corral it. Eagle with a great banger to put this thing back into the offensive zone.
Yeah, and the Hammerheads were looking to make a push there, but it's quickly coming back the other way, and Slurpee Snail's got control. Goes for the flick.
What a
he
flick!
Gets it.
What a shot as the Slurpee Snail led 3 Rocketeers get the sweep, the 13th sweep in franchise history.
Yeah, that was just an excellent game. We almost got a full extra game in overtime there. And the Rocketeers, as they have in all 3 games, just squeaked out a victory.
You know, absolutely blood-rushing match there that we just saw. It was a sweep. It could have been a sweep the other direction. Bearded, just quick recap. How insane is Slurpee Snail and Billy Bob? Just look at their stat totals in that last game.
Well, that last game was a perfect example of why those 2 guys are captains and why they're 2 of the top players in the league. They were going after each other pretty much all night, but especially there in that last game. 2 saviors for Slurpee Snail, and I think probably a strong case for Player of the Week already.
And with that, the 3 Rocketeers improved to 8-10 in the calculated division. Very big implications there for them for possible playoff attempted games here, especially as later on tonight we're going to see the Gold Diggers, who they trail, face off against the Speed Demons. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another match coming. We are going to end this stream and get the next one going here, so please don't go anywhere. Stay on the channel, and we will be back in a jiff.